Hi, today we're going to be making a pair of earrings that have multiple steps to it, so I'm going to take you through the process. The first thing we're going to do is take a piece of faux leather and a rubber stamp, and we're going to use our Versamark ink, and we're going to stamp onto that. Set the ink aside. And then we're going to apply some embossing powder, and I'm using this color. It's called Cricket from Zing. I'm going to apply that generously over the piece, and then tap that off. So you can see what that looks like. I'm going to do the same thing to a piece of aluminum that I had cut earlier. This is a piece of aluminum soda can. So I'm just getting off the little hairs off the side here. I'm going to take my ink pad, push it into the ink, and then put that into the powder as well. Alright, so you can see that that's covered, and if you need a little extra you can always put it on there as needed. Alright, now I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to take them over to my heat gun, and then I will be back as soon as I've got those done. Alright, so I had a little bit of video problem, and so here is the piece so far. I'm going to go through this process just with a scrap piece to show you what I did. So I have my faux leather here that has been heat embossed, and that's what it looked like. And then I took, of course, my larger die, and I chose the area I wanted to cut out, and then I'm going to send that through my mini maker here. And I'm just turning it gently to get it through. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and show you. Alright, so here I have a piece cut out. Set this aside. And then my next step was to use a silver paint pen and go around the edges of the piece. And I want to pull towards the back, because if I slip off, covering the back is fine, because I'm going to put another piece in place to finish off the back. Alright, so it was just that quick to go around. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have silver around the edge of the piece itself. So I put it down on my paper using the paint pen. I'm actually drawing on the paper itself, but it's giving me a nice finished edge on the front. Alright, and then I set that aside to dry. Alright, so bring it in close so you can see that the edges are covered. Then I took a little bit of tacky glue and put my two pieces together just to kind of hold them in place. And then I used my pliers to punch the hole through the piece. And then I had another piece of soda can punched out, and I'm going to put that on the back, line it up, and then I punched a hole through that so that all lines up evenly. All right, let me move that out of the way. So now we're caught up to this step here, and I'm going to be putting the pieces together. So the first thing I want to do is I want to use some super glue on the back of the faux leather, and this is to hold the back piece in place. So I'm going to take that and line it up. Make sure that your hole through all the pieces is aligned, and then just give that a nice little press. To make sure it stays put. All right. And you can go around the edge if you have any pieces that seem to be coming off. All right. So now we're ready to work with jump rings and ear wire. And I'm using 2 of the smaller pieces out of the case. And so what I've got is one of the smallest pieces and then the one right next to it. So I'm going to take the larger of the 2 and pick that up, and see if I can get it to stick to my pliers. All right. So then I'm going to look for the opening, and I am going to just twist that open. You don't want to pull it apart this way, you just want to twist. So then I'm going to feed that through my earring. Doing this on camera is always difficult. I don't know why. I have no problem doing it when I'm not on camera. Okay. Okay, goodness. Try this from the back. Okay. It really shouldn't be that difficult. Excuse me. Now I'm just going to bend these closed. Like I said, it's always easier off camera. Alright. Now I'm going to take the smaller jump ring, twist it open, and then connect my ear wire to the earring. Goodness. And then I just double check to make sure everything is lined up correctly.